83601 to get a quote for your brand new Volkswagen. We don't only deliver nationwide, but right to your door. Volkswagen Newcastle, a member of the Docrat Group.
The Breakfast Rush, brought to you courtesy of the Willowton Group, at the forefront of innovation, and one of the leading competitors in the South African FMCG market.
There's nothing quite like the taste of a traditional family meal, and at the heart of every great dish is a key ingredient that brings it all together. That ingredient is Sunfoil pure sunflower cooking oil, made from only the finest sunflower seeds. It's a perfect way to enhance the taste of your family's favorite foods. Sunfoil cooking oil is more than just oil. It's the key to bring your family together over a delicious meal and making every bite taste better. Remember, the key ingredient to a great family meal is Sunfoil. Tradition just tastes better.
The views and opinions expressed by the guest and presenters of Radio Al Ansar are not necessarily the views and opinions of Radio Al Ansar and the Al Ansar Foundation.
Every day is a good day.
Did you hear? Your favorite 24-hour dentist has moved? Crown Dental Studio, offering everything your smile needs, from general to cosmetic dentistry. Female practitioner now available upon request. Call us on 081 207 8621 to schedule your next appointment. Or visit our new studio at 26 McCuton Avenue, Durban North. Crown Dental Studio, your 24-hour dentist.
Raising his middle finger and index finger, the Prophet ﷺ said, I and the person who looks after an orphan and provides for him will be in paradise like this. Partner with Gift of the Needy in bringing relief to widows and orphans locally and abroad. Our support to those most vulnerable is ongoing. Donate now to Gift of the Needy, an ulama-guided NGO. FNB, Gift of the Needy. Account number 626 046 33009. Donate online www.giftoftheneedy.com or 031 2713 Gift of the Needy, bringing ease to those in need.
Hello, Durban. Get ready for the ultimate shopping experience at the brand new Food Lovers Market, opening Thursday, 28 November at Cornubia. We're bringing you farm fresh produce, ocean fresh seafood, flavors of India spices, an irresistible bakery, the widest range of groceries, and more. Unbeatable opening deals starting 28 November. Food Lovers Market, Cornubia. It's in the experience.
The Breakfast Rush, brought to you courtesy of the Willowton Group, at the forefront of innovation, and one of the leading competitors in the South African FMCG market.
Following a week of South African prepaid meter users panicking to get their electricity meter updated, resulting in the death of a customer, Eskom has been criticized for not effectively communicating the deadline. Eskom and municipalities across South Africa have been scrambling to get their customers to recode a combined 11 million prepaid meters with the key revision number 2, that's KRN2 update for the past year. The recoding is necessary due to a time-based security mechanism in most meters called the token identifier, which ran out of range or expired this past weekend. So joining us this morning is Professor Vally Padayachee, power and energy expert and former executive manager of Eskom Generation and former senior executive of City Power Johannesburg. Now, he's normally on camera with us, but he's normally on camera from Johannesburg. This morning, we have the pleasure of his company in our Durban studios. Professor Padayachee, a very good morning to you, Salam, and welcome to the Breakfast Rush in Durban.
Salam alaikum and a very good morning, Michelle and Nazmira, and I'm glad to be live in your studios. And thank you for inviting me.
It's fantastic to have him. He sounds the same in the studio as he does on the... Anyway, in simple terms, why was it necessary to do a prepaid meters key revision change from KR1 to KR2 status, KRN2 status by the 24th of November deadline?
I'll keep it simple as you've requested because you can get very technical.
Yeah.
In very simple terms, the STSA, which is the organization that does the standardization for these meters, have actioned a software that operates these meters, and that software operates on average for 30 years.
Okay.
And after 30 years, because of the generation of numbers that eventually had run out on the 24th of November, so there's, in simple terms, there's a glitch on the software, which had to be remedied. And to remedy that situation, there was a need to do a code change from KRN1 to KRN2 for another 30 years, but I'll talk about that a bit later on.
Okay.
Do you think this prepaid meters key change exercise by Eskom and the municipalities was a success?
Well, let me define and qualify success as Eskom would have done it. The success, maybe to Eskom and the municipalities, would be that they've done the KRN1 to KRN2 for all people that are purchasing power legally from those meters. And that's about, so if you look at Eskom, they've got 6.9 total.
Yeah.
So they've done about 5.4 or 5.2 million meters. So they contend that's the legally connected people.
Yes.
So that's the 100% that they're talking about. Plus, what they've done is for the remainder of the 1.7, which they contend is illegals, they've, again, being a bit technical, they've generated the tokens,
Right.
but they want them to come and collect it. That's taking a bit long because obviously if you're illegal, if you come and collect it, you're going to pay a fine of 6,000 rand.
Yeah.
What are the key learning points from this prepaid meters code change exercise? And what could we have done better if we had to repeat the exercise?
I think for me, having been involved in this for many years, there are two key learning points, Michelle. The first one, I think, the communication. I think we did not get the communication completely right. I mean, I'm not a communication expert.
Yes.
But if you talk to a communication expert, he or she will tell you that the efficiency and effectiveness of a comp strategy is when you've reached your targeted population.
Yes.
I don't believe we've reached 100% the targeted population, and hence you've seen these queues and etc. Plus, there's other factors.
Yes.
So that's the one factor. The other factor is, here I'm talking as a scientist, as an engineer.
Yes.
In this day and age of advanced science and technology, etc., I think we could have done the technology aspects better. In other words, we should be using, say, artificial intelligence, etc., to effect the key code change, right? That's one. And secondly, to identify the illegals, people that are buying from ghost vendors and tampering with the machines, we don't have to wait to do a key change to identify them, which is about 2 million, what Eskom said initially.
Yes.
We should be in the position using technology and advanced science to identify people that are stealing or tampering almost immediately and then respond and take the action then. So that should be done in real time, in my opinion. So those are the two key learning points for me, Michelle.
What do we mean when we say ghost vending?
Okay. Ghost vending, as the name suggests, immediately gives you a connotation of something that's not right.
Not correct.
Right? So ghost vending means that, okay, let me give you the opposite. So you get the rightful vendors, the legal vendors. Right? That'll be Eskom, the municipalities, and then other authorized vendors. So they are the non-ghost vendors. The ghost vendors are people that are non-authorized to sell you coupons. Right? So as the name suggests, so they are non-legal. So they are ghost vendors. And then people are purchasing from ghost vendors. They probably get a discount or whatever. And but that money does not go to Eskom or the municipalities. And of course, at the end of the day, the end result is that the taxpayer has to pay for that shortfall because there's no such thing as free lunch in business or in life.
True.
So, and a case in point, Eskom is losing about 30 billion, not million, 30 billion rand a year through ghost vending. And about, and the Munichs, I'm told, are losing about double that, 60 billion rand.
So let's delve a little bit deeper into that. As a last question for this morning, what is the impact of ghost vending to the business of Eskom and municipalities other than what you've just mentioned?
Well, it's obviously the loss of income. And the other aspect is that, as indicated, as happened on Sunday, when you need to do the code change, etc.
Yes.
It's not done efficiently, effectively, because those people don't come. And then the other impact of that is that you'll end up paying a fine, and for the first offense, it's 6,000 rand a year. Second offense is 12,000 rand. Wow. Third offense, you get disconnected. So that's the impact. But notwithstanding that, people still go and do it. And I guess because of the astronomical cost of electricity, people are kind of forced to do it. But there's no excuse for stealing.
Absolutely.
There isn't any. I'd love to one day sit down in a conversation with you and just delve into, because you mentioned it now, the astronomical costs of electricity. Delve into the ways, obviously we can't do that today, but delve into the ways where we can put on the table viable ideas, maybe even a plan to bring down the cost to consumer.
I'll welcome that, Nishal. I mean, I've been in this game for 40 years.
Exactly. You're the right man to talk to.
And that would be my pleasure to do that. And if you got the solution, you'll be a millionaire.
There you go. So we're hoping, inshallah, we can do that. And I'm not even looking at becoming a millionaire. I'm just looking at paying a lower bill at the end of the month. That was Professor Vally Padayachee, power and energy expert, former executive manager of Eskom Generation, and former senior executive of City Power Durban. Thank you for coming down to studio in Durban. And I hope you're enjoying your stay in Durban while you're here.
No, in fact, I'm enjoying the weather, and I'll be back tomorrow. But thank you very much, Nishal and Nezmira. And also your producer, Tabila.
Zach and Tabila.
Zach and Tabila. Thank you very much. Much appreciated.
Always a pleasure. We'll chat again soon.
Thank you.
The Breakfast Rush, brought to you courtesy of the Willow Tin Group.